Okay guys, so in the past two videos, you guys have went absolutely crazy with the likes. You have gotten from between 10,000 and 15,000 likes in like a day of the video being up. So today, I'm going to set you guys another challenge, and that's to see if we can break 10,000 likes before 24 hours. Because usually you did 24 hours or more, but today, we're changing things, we're switching things up. Let's break 10,000 likes in less than 24 hours. If you still haven't liked, go down there and smash the like button so we can reach this massive goal. Also, before I forget, let's do the notification shout out. So let's give you some of you guys a shout out that you've earned from last video. Okay, so here are the three random people. We've got this guy, and of course this guy. So thank you all for turning my notifications on. Remember, to get the notification shout out, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, click the bell button near the subscribe button to turn on my channel notifications, and then leave a like on this video, which you should have already done if you want to try and smash this 10,000 like goal, and then comment that you're done so that I know that you've done everything and I can choose you for next time. So remember, I'm giving three random people that to subscribe to me a shout out if they click the bell button, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel. So if you guys really want to shout out, make sure to do that, and you can comment done as many times as you want. I'm not just saying you need to comment once. The more times you comment, the more you can probably get yourself a shout out, because then I'll easily see your comment a lot more. So yeah guys, I believe in you now. It's in your hands to try and break this like button. Hopefully you guys can do it. Don't disappoint me. And finally, let's get into the video. What's up guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video, and today I have something slightly different, but not really. We'll be discussing a few rumors which were talked about in Clash Royale, some of the 5 biggest rumors which actually never managed to come into Clash Royale. Now this includes a bunch of stuff, so let's get into the first one, which is going to be the boat coming to Clash Royale. As you know, there is a new boat update for Clash of Clans, and a lot of people speculated it to be something related to Clash Royale in the beginning, because it's kind of weird of Supercell like suddenly working on Clash of Clans after they've been working on Clash Royale for quite a while and just improving Clash Royale a lot more. And a lot of people actually said like rumors about the boat is gonna be able to like travel you over to like a different part of Clash Royale, like maybe over the river there's going to be another island where you could like play more maps or something in Clash Royale, anything like that. Or maybe you could just use the boat to Clash Royale, because as you know, there is a few leaked images, like said so leaked images of like an entire water arena, but it's basically just a Photoshop training camp, so that's not real. But maybe something like that could happen if we see like the entire water arena with like the boat, or maybe you just see the boat running through the lake bit like in the middle of the arena while you're playing on the battle arena. Then you could maybe use the boat to like send off troops or something. To be honest, I really don't know what this could be used for. Maybe if it's like the boat can store a bunch of like stuff, like a maximum limit of stuff, then maybe you could like get some more troops off in your deck and like drop them off. For example, if you have, say you've got like a space in the boat and you only have 8 cards in your deck, maybe if you would be able to use this boat, you could store another card in there to make it like 9, and then you just drop it off on the boat and it would give you an extra card to play with. So I don't know, anything along those lines, that would be pretty cool to see. But now that we know that this is not true, the boat is not going to be linked with Clash Royale, well, as soon as we know right now, it might be in the future, but for now the boat has nothing to do with Clash Royale and it's just going to stay in Clash of Clans. Moving on to the next biggest rumor, and this one's going to be about a few cards. Now this one's going to be about the Dark Hog Rider legendary card, the Landscaper, and the Builder card. So a lot of people, first of all, let's start with the earliest one. So first of all, we have the Landscaper or Builder. Like either one of them is basically the same thing. Well, it's not really the same thing, but people speculated it to be the same thing. Like they kind of do the same thing and they kind of look the same. Basically, Clash Royale released a commercial called the Landscaper, and ever since then you just see this little guy that you've never seen before in Clash Royale right over the arena whilst there's a battle going on, and everyone ever since then just thought, like for a joke, some people were started to say like, oh, the legendary Landscaper card, but then some people were actually expecting this card to come. Also, in another Clash Royale commercial called Arrows, which was soon released afterwards, you can see a Dark Prince getting hit by arrows, and in the background you can actually spot the Landscaper lurking in the crowd by himself, just watching over the game. Kind of like a small little Easter egg made by Supercell, maybe like trying to tease people or try and pretend to people that the Landscaper will be a legendary card or just any card in general, because a lot of people, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people, including myself, did really want to see this card or the Builder, and they would say that they would like either cut the grass, which is the most pointless thing I've heard, or like fix buildings, but that would be pretty overpowered. That's basically like a heal spell for your towers and buildings, anything along those lines. So I'm pretty sure that's that's why Supercell didn't actually add this card. However, it's not completely late. Like, they could probably add this and just throw everyone off guard. They're just gonna add a landscaper like a year later, but to me, I'm pretty sure this is not gonna happen. And that's just one of the very few rumors that was proved to be false. And now, let's move on to the next card that I was talking about, and this is going to be the Dark Hog Rider or Dark Hog Legendary card. So a lot of people, including myself, find the Hog Rider really overpowered, and they just think that it should move up in rarity, and a lot of other people think that there should be another Hog Rider card. So there's actually an idea made by, I'm pretty sure his name is Gaming with 7. Basically, he's called Gaming with 7, and he made this Dark Hog card, and he said that basically this is a legendary card of a Hog Rider, basically the same thing, but instead of like the hammer that he usually carries, he would have an axe that he would throw, basically like the executioner. He would throw his axe from his like hog, I guess, and then it would come back to him, target more than one enemy at a time. So I guess it would be splash damage kind of axe that the Hog Rider would throw, and I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, this should definitely be added, because Dark Hog Rider, everyone would just be so hyped over that, because the Hog Rider is like one of the most used cards at the moment in Clash Royale, so everyone would love to see a new variation of the Dark Hog Rider, and it would also add to like the theme that Clash Royale are doing with like the Prince and Dark Prince, the Witch and the Night Witch, and it would just be a lot more cooler to see the Hog Rider and also the Dark Hog Rider. However, this is only a rumor. A lot of people were actually speculating this to come, leaking stuff, but unfortunately this is not the case. This is only an idea made by one of my friends, Gaming with 7, so unfortunately Supercell aren't going to add this right now. But guys, if you're still watching this, make sure to comment down below #DarkHog, and maybe if Supercell do manage to somehow see this video, please Supercell, just look in the comments, and I'm pretty sure you'll find a lot of people just saying like they want the Dark Hog Rider. Make sure to tell Supercell in the comments below, because if they watch this video, they might even have a think about actually adding this card, which will just be the most sick card I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, moving on to the next rumors. So this one's going to be the special event theme change, or the change in setting. So as you know, throughout the year there's a few seasonal changes such as Halloween and Christmas, and a lot of people were like, yes, the home screen's going to change and all of this is going to change. We're going to get a new entire home screen like layout. As you know, in Clash of Clans you do manage to get a bunch of different theme layouts for Christmas and Halloween. Those are basically the top two, and I'm not sure if there's any others, but those are basically the main two. And also there's the red event. However, the red event, nothing really changes apart from the home screen in Clash Royale, but I was one of the people who actually was expecting a theme change in Clash Royale, in the backgrounds, the home screen, the layout, like everything in the game. Like basically whenever you'd load the screen, everything would change, like to a snowy theme if it was Christmas, or like a spooky theme if it was Halloween. And the only thing that changed, I'm pretty sure, was either the loading sound or just a few offers. Like nothing in the normal screens changed. The arenas didn't change, they looked the same. I was hoping for like a different look to the arenas, but I do realize how hard Supercell do need to work in order to make that happen. So maybe Supercell were just working on it last time because they didn't have enough time to do it for the seasonal changes, so maybe they're just working hard on the next one that will come. So maybe the next seasonal changes that might come, the next Halloween in a few months time, hopefully we can manage to see that come to the game. However, this is only a rumor, and this actually never happened, and everyone was so hyped for this to see how the new arenas would look and if anything else was changed, if you could find any Easter eggs, but we were all disappointed and nothing actually managed to come. And finally, the fifth and final, basically the fifth and final, because if you guys didn't know, I already talked about the Dark Hog Rider, talked about the boat, talked about the landscaper and the seasonal changes. So yeah, this is going to be the fifth and final rumor, should I say, and it sounds pretty pathetic, but I'll tell you guys more about it. So basically this rumor is called the bridge being able to break in Clash Royale. So as you know, in a few different arenas there are bridges, and not like all of them, there's always a bridge, but like in some arenas the bridge looks like it's half broken, like kind of cracked a few times, maybe weak to bombs and stuff. And I was one of the very few people at the beginning, only at the beginning, to think that the bridge could actually break if you rocket it enough times, or if you drop like a bunch of bombs on it, like giant skeleton bombs, if you just keep fireballing it, zapping it, throwing your arrows, throwing your rockets, doing everything to the bridge. And maybe because I seen this image surface, I actually got it into my head thinking that this was real, because I was very, very gullible back then, I'm not going to lie. I did think that the bridge was able to break, and a lot of people are actually talking about this. A lot of people thought this was pretty pathetic, but to some it felt real just because they've seen the image surfacing around about the broken bridge. But however, that was Photoshop, considering it does look very real of the archer just running off into the distance when the bridge is broken, because she obviously can't just cross the broken bridge and you'd have to swim over it. So I actually did try this with many of my friends, just like sitting there throwing rockets at the pointless little bridge that doesn't break. I don't know, I was just wasting my time, but this was only a rumor, and I know till this day, some people will probably still believe that the bridge can break. But those will only be like noobs. It won't be like professional players who have played for a long time. Only people who are getting into the game or like seeing this image surface around, they might even think that this bridge can break. Because I also remember playing against a bunch of people trying to just rocket the bridge in like my game, in a public game, not even in a friendly battle. They were literally throwing rockets at the bridge, and the funny part is they weren't even in a low arena, they weren't a low level, they were literally a decent level who should be an intermediate player who still thought that the bridge was able to break. So I guess that concludes it for this video with all of these biggest Clash Royale rumors that actually never came to Clash Royale or never happened in Clash Royale. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you like me making these list videos, make sure to comment more things I should talk about in the next top 5, top 10, or anything you want. Tell me your biggest rumors that you've ever heard or seen or believed, and I'll see you all in the next video, and peace.